2, 1, go!
Robots moving again for the autonomous period. All three Red Alliance robots leaving, and with that Coral score, I believe they got the auto RP. That is an ranking point for them for their autonomous performance. Drivers take control with the bells, 25-9 towards the Red Alliance. Red Alliance appears to be prioritizing Coral scoring at this point, but that changes as Dirt pulls an algae off of the reef, freeing up some scoring spaces for later in this match. As a reminder, branches which algae are touching are not eligible for use in Coral scoring. 9082 No Limit scoring a Coral onto L2. That's 3 points right there, going to do it again, but setting up their elevator higher to L3 this time. 2704 Roaring Robotics for the Red Alliance. They're going over to the other Coral station, retrieving a Coral and going to score it on the reef. They've scored a few on L4, but dropped that one, go back for another. However, 3596 Rocket Robotics from the Blue Alliance has come in to play some defense on that Coral station to slow down this Red Alliance. Looking over to the Blue Alliance side of the field, 7848 Y Fighters lined up with the Coral station, moving into position to get a Coral into their manipulator. They're lining up to take it if they can, but having a bit of trouble as their human player signs them in, and they get the Coral successfully. Going up to L4, they score it for 5 points. There appear to be some communications difficulties for the Chicago-style bot dogs. Our FTAs are on the case. Hopefully they can be returned to this match soon with their work. 45 seconds to go, 79-19 at this point towards that Red Alliance. All three Red Alliance robots still racing around to score a Coral. No Limit gets stuck on an algae but frees themselves and returns to the match to go and score for that Red Alliance. We're approaching the end game now, under 30 seconds to go. Soon we will hear those pings that signify the end game period. First approach to the cage coming from 78 fighters of that Blue Alliance. They're lining up with their hook. If they can get it into the cage and pull themselves into the air in these final 12 seconds, that will be 12 points to the Blue Alliance. And with that part from Rocket Robotics would contribute to a barge ranking point for the Blue Alliance, which it appears that they have just received. Red opts for a couple parts as time expires. Alliance with a score of 103-35. Red Alliance carrying 5 ranking points there. They did carry that barge ranking point due to contact with the cages by an opposing Alliance robot. That is in accordance with Rule G418